Ever glance at your bank account and think, where did all my money go? You put in the hours, you earn a decent paycheck, yet somehow, you're always a bit short. Trust me, I've been there. It's maddening, right? You start to wonder, maybe I just don't make enough, but here's the reality. You're not broke because of your income, you're broke because of your habits. In this video, we're diving into the sneaky habits that are secretly draining your finances. We're not talking about obvious stuff like splurging on designer clothes or dining out every night. We're talking about the subtle, everyday habits that fly under the radar. The ones that add up faster than you can say, overdraft fee. Get ready to face the financial mirror because I'm about to break down 5 common habits that are holding you back from building real wealth. And more importantly, I'm going to give you actionable steps to break those habits and start winning with your money. We've all been there. Those moments when life feels overwhelming and you just need a quick pick-me-up. You're feeling down, stressed, or maybe just a little bored. What do? The urge to escape, even for a moment, is strong. For a lot of people, the answer is shop. The allure of new things, the excitement of a purchase, it all seems so tempting. But here's the thing, you shop to feel better, not to get what you need. It's a temporary fix, a fleeting moment of joy. That dopamine hit? Expensive therapy. Each swipe of the card feels like a small victory, but it comes at a cost. Think about it, that pair of shoes you had to have is still sitting in the box. The excitement fades and reality sets in. That gadget you bought on a whim is gathering dust in a drawer. It seemed like a great idea at the time, but now it's just clutter. Why? Because you weren't actually buying things, you were buying emotions. You were trying to fill a void, to find comfort in material things. You were trying to fill a void with stuff, and it never really works. The emptiness remains and sometimes it even grows. The worst part? Emotional spending doesn't just drain your bank account, it leaves you feeling emptier than before. The cycle of spending and regret is hard to break. The guilt, the regret, the frustration, it all adds up to a toxic financial cocktail. It's a burden that weighs heavily on your mind and your wallet. So, how do you break the cycle? It starts with awareness and a willingness to change. You need to take a step back and evaluate your habits. First, you need to identify your triggers. What are the emotions or situations that lead you to spend impulsively? What situations, emotions, or even people make you want to open your wallet? Is it stress from work, boredom, or maybe the influence of social media? Once you know your triggers, you can start to develop healthier coping mechanisms. It's about finding alternatives that don't involve spending money. Instead of hitting the mall when you're stressed, try going for a run, calling a friend, or listening to your favorite music. These activities can provide the same emotional relief without the financial cost. Find activities that boost your mood without busting your budget. Hobbies, social interactions, and physical activities can all be great alternatives. Remember, true happiness and fulfillment come from experiences and connections, not from material possessions. It's the moments and memories that truly enrich our lives. You get a raise, awesome, right? You deserve it. You've worked hard, put in the hours, and now it's finally paying off. It's a moment to celebrate, to feel proud of your achievements. But then, something funny happens. You start spending more. It's almost like a reflex. You think, I have more money now so I can afford to treat myself a little. And why not? You've earned it. A little nicer apartment, a slightly newer car, fancier dinners. It starts with small upgrades, things that seem harmless. Maybe you decide to move into a more upscale neighborhood or dine out at more expensive restaurants. Suddenly, that raise has vanished into thin air, and you're no better off than before. Your bank account looks just as empty as it did before the raise, and you wonder where all that extra money went. That, my friends, is lifestyle creep. It's a sneaky phenomenon where your increased income leads to increased spending, often on things that don't significantly improve your quality of life. You earn more but upgrade everything. New phone, new shoes, same broke bank account. It's like a never-ending cycle of earning and spending with no real progress. It's like you're on a treadmill, running faster and faster but going nowhere. No matter how much you earn, you feel like you're stuck in the same place financially. The problem is, lifestyle creep is insidious. It doesn't happen overnight. It sneaks up on you, little by little, until one day you realize you're not as financially secure as you thought. It creeps up on you slowly, almost imperceptibly. You don't notice the gradual increase in your spending habits until it's too late. You tell yourself, I deserve this, or it's not that much more expensive. These little justifications add up over time, leading to a significant drain on your finances. But over time, those small upgrades add up to a mountain of debt and a whole lot of financial stress. What seemed like minor expenses can quickly snowball into a financial burden. The key to combating lifestyle creep is to be intentional with your spending. Make a conscious effort to evaluate your purchases and consider whether they align with your long-term goals. Just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should buy it. It's important to differentiate between needs and wants and prioritize accordingly. When you get a raise or a bonus, don't immediately inflate your lifestyle. Instead, take a step back and think about how you can use that extra money to improve your financial situation. Instead, take some time to think about your long-term financial goals. What do you really want to achieve with your money? Is it financial freedom, early retirement, or something else? Do you want to buy a house, invest in your future, retire early? These are the questions you should be asking yourself. Great. Put that extra money towards your goals instead of letting it slip through your fingers on things you don't really need. Make your money work for you. Remember, the bigger your goals, the smaller your wants should be. Focus on what truly matters and let go of the rest. Your future self will thank you. Flying blind with your finances. Imagine driving with your eyes closed. Sounds terrifying, right? You wouldn't know where you're headed and every turn would be a gamble. The same goes for managing your finances without a budget. It's like navigating through a dense fog, where every financial decision is a shot in the dark. Well, that's basically what it's like to manage your money without a budget. You're constantly guessing, hoping you're making the right choices but never really sure. This uncertainty can lead to stress and anxiety, as you struggle to keep track of where your money is going. You're going through the motions, but you have no idea where you're going or how you're going to get there. It's like wandering through a maze without a map, feeling lost and overwhelmed. Without a clear plan, it's easy to make mistakes and end up in financial trouble. If you don't tell your money where to go, it will leave, quietly. You'll find yourself wondering where it all went, as your wallet empties faster than you can fill it. This lack of control can lead to debt and financial instability. A budget isn't about restricting yourself. It's about giving yourself permission to spend money on the things that matter most to you. It's about prioritizing your spending, so you can enjoy the things you love without guilt or worry. It's about taking control of your finances and designing a life you love. When you have a budget, you can make informed decisions that align with your values and goals. It's empowering to know exactly where your money is going and how it's working for you. The first step is to track your spending. This means writing down every single expense, no matter how small. It might seem tedious, but it's crucial for understanding your financial habits. For a month, write down every dollar you spend, on coffee, groceries, rent, everything. This will give you a clear picture of your spending patterns and help you identify areas where you can cut back. You might be surprised at where your money is actually going. Those small, seemingly insignificant purchases can add up quickly. By tracking your spending, you can see the bigger picture and make adjustments as needed. Once you have a clear picture of your spending habits, you can start creating a budget that aligns with your values and goals. This means setting realistic limits for each category and making sure you're allocating your money in a way that supports your priorities. Set realistic limits for each category and track your progress throughout the month. This will help you stay on track and avoid overspending. It's important to be flexible and adjust your budget as needed, based on your actual spending. There are tons of great budgeting apps out there that can help you stay organized and on track. These apps can make budgeting easier and more convenient by allowing you to track your spending and manage your budget from your phone or tablet. Remember, a budget is a plan, not a punishment. It's a tool to help you achieve your financial dreams. By taking control of your finances, you can reduce stress and anxiety, and create a more secure and fulfilling future. It's a tool to help you achieve your financial dreams. With a budget, you can set and achieve your financial goals, whether it's saving for a vacation, paying off debt, or building an emergency fund. Take the first step today and start budgeting for a brighter tomorrow. The Ostrich approach to finances. Do you avoid checking your bank balance like it's the plague? Do you cringe at the mere mention of the word budget? You're not alone. A lot of people avoid talking about money, even to themselves. But here's the thing. You ignore bank alerts, don't track your spending, and hate the word budget. That's not peace, it's financial denial. Ignoring your finances won't make them go away. In fact, it will probably make things worse. The longer you wait to address your financial situation, the bigger the problems become. So, how do you break free from financial denial? Start by acknowledging your situation. Take a deep breath, open those bank statements, and face the music. Once you have a clear understanding of where you stand, you can start to create a plan to improve your situation. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about your finances, the more control you have over your future. Talk to a financial advisor, read personal finance books and blogs, or take a financial literacy course. The more you learn, the more confident you'll become. Small expenses, big consequences. $10 for a fancy coffee? No big deal. $10 for lunch out? I deserve a treat. Sound familiar? We've all fallen into the trap of thinking that small, insignificant purchases don't really matter. But here's the truth. $10 daily is $300 a month. That's your debt, your savings, your freedom, gone. Those small expenses add up faster than you think. Over time, they can sabotage your savings goals, keep you trapped in debt, and prevent you from achieving your financial dreams. The good news is that small changes can make a big difference. Instead of buying that daily latte, try making coffee at home. Pack your lunch a few times a week instead of eating out. Look for small ways to cut back on your spending without sacrificing your lifestyle. Remember, it's not about deprivation. It's about being mindful of your choices and making sure your spending aligns with your values. Every dollar you save is a dollar you can invest in your future. Break the cycle, build your wealth. So there you have it, 5 habits that are secretly keeping you broke. The good news is that you can break these habits and start building a brighter financial future. Remember, broke isn't just about money, it's about mindset. And habits reveal your mindset faster than income ever will. It all starts with awareness. Once you identify the habits that are holding you back, you can start to make small, sustainable changes that will have a big impact over time. Don't be afraid to ask for help, whether it's from a financial advisor, a trusted friend, or a financial literacy resource. If this hit you in the gut, it's time to level up. Like, share, and follow at Room 089 for smart, psychology-backed money fixes. We're all in this together, and I'm here to help you every step of the way.